Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This one is the Deputy Defense Chief for the ADF, the spokesman of the Governing Council, Capo Daniel. I don't want to take time today out of advice because the organization, it don't talk to make a decide, I just ignore this issue, but I don't take upon myself for send a reply to Commander Kola. And I'll go forward this audio for you. If even though I forward them, any man will receive the audio, you send them for Kola, and you go advise one or two soldiers them for ground, make them learn sense. For this audio, where Kola it don't make them, it don't be widely shared for Cameroon, their propagandists, their website, them including the one way they for YouTube, where they don't recently create them. For this guy's lesson and news channel, they call it a Kame whatever. It for YouTube day. Most of the time they share this audio them because it don't decide say it go to fight na Capo Daniel and the Ambazonian Defense Forces instead for focus for fight La Republique du Cameroon. So I go reply to Kola. One thing where you need to understand Kola. Now say you didn't for Ambazonia. We are not Bameleke. We are not Basa. There is no one day anybody carrying gun can intimidate an Ambazonian. If you never know, put that one fine for inside your ear. Now, for the audio where you put them for outside Kola, you talk say Capo Daniel, around call all soldiers them for ground zero, say them being illiterate. I think say you want try for hide yourself behind other soldiers them, just like General Lucifer. We don't kill our own innocent civilian them for Sako. Catch people them just because people them violate ghost town. You put people them put pistol, shoot them for their foot. They bleed so and they don't die for hospital. Ignore all those nonsense them. I go address you. And nobody talks say soldier them be illiterate. First of all, some people the way them be illiterate, then get sense past one the way they get PhD. Because literacy no they translate for sense. Get me very well. I've been a man way my call now for elevate Ambazonians, especially the one the way they don't be suppressed because they need to speak pidgin English. The one the way they don't undermine them because they represent now our tradition and our culture. I be now for elevate them. So listen to me very well. Ambazonian soldiers are not illiterate, but you don't demonstrate your own stupidity. Say after you talk say I call soldier them illiterate, we are not call them illiterate. You tend for talk say me Capo Daniel say soldier them for ground zero, they don't decide, say they're not going to take order again for me Capo Daniel. Listen, Kola, it shows how stupid you are. In the first place, have I ever given you an order? No, I have never. I speak for the ADF. I'm a command officer in the ADF ranking. When I give command, I give it to the ADF. I don't claim to give command to all soldiers on ground zero. You, Kola, you are a AMF soldier. Your papa, we born you for inside this struggle. Now, so funcha, where he work now for La Republique. He don't take your own bribe. He don't go talk say he campaign now for one Cameroon. Leave that one aside. Wait till we need for know una soldier them. Na say you AMF soldier. As una ran come out, una ran try for sell AMF. No man no buy them because una ran only lead people that meet and go for prison. Send Mike away na me and ye start work. Na me I designed the first logo for AMF when it be created. We and he don't work. Na so this stupidity that make them the catchy putty for Nkondengi. His small brother away there for America, he call himself say Supreme. He pretend say he to be soldier there for amongst una group for the lead people them from Diaspora. At the same time, when they talk say una no one leadership from Diaspora. All AMF supporters them, generator, creator, initiator, all of them are in the Diaspora. So make una stop for deceiving una self before una one try for deceive other people them. Yes, una ran gather soldier them for unite them. But this soldier the una ran gather them. Now, I'll describe them as waiting. Lost and found soldier. IG, they force them now lost and found. Why I call them lost and found? Because now people they don't first stand them being Sakobi bring them, name where Eric Tato will give them restoration forces. We don't tell una say restoration, they accommodate federalists. There is no restoration in independence. Independence in Amazonia is not restoration because we have never had our sovereignty in our hands. Amazonia have never exercised our sovereign power. So we have never been independent. Our independence was stolen. Independence granted was never delivered. So hear that one very well. They don't fool una for ASC, una godi. Then can't talk say restoration forces. Even though we teach una need the year una say una be restoration forces. Una say una am the under restoration forces. The supreme commander will be na who Fee Masha. All soldiers the way they go under Fee Masha, Iran talk say you go kill them all. All. There is no general under the ARF where they never tell you say they go kill it. Chris Anu when on a new commander in chief. He don't stand. He and Fruit John so say if they no place where they buy weapon, they go sell a mid and key all man. Una eye the never open. So now the ARF soldier them, they can join for una platform una run fool them, change una name. Una the Kola na say na ground zero commanders and generals. Hear me very well. You are there with lost and found soldiers. The day they will open their eye, they will also either they will kill you or they will go out. Go and ask what happened to General Opopo. Go and ask what happened to General Opopo. What happens to Papi, who used to sit where you are? Who killed Papi? The same Sako that you people try to manipulate to bring his soldier there. You don't know that Naseso Doc. The Sako Bibi Naseso Doc. There are a lot of good soldiers in Ground Zero fighting, but they have been misled, miseducated so much. Now you have the opportunity to take advantage of them. Our joy is that you have come together. But remember, imitation is signs of dullness and low IQ. Because when una hear for inside there that meme una dedi, no be always say na all una dey for meme. Plenty other group dem dey for meme. One I say unity. Una two come can stand make video. We are united. Uniting only with yourself. When I say na no pity life today, una start make video too. No pity this man life. All those imitation na sign of low IQ. Hear me very well. And no Amazonian wey carry gun no go ever intimidate. It will never work. When our strong man icon, no matter how they always criticize it, Honorable Weber, if he talks so when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. Make una know, say despite the fact una carry gun, anytime una turn into armed robbers, kidnappers, you shall be resist. Anytime you subjugate our people against their will unjustifiably, you shall be resisted. Get that one for your ear, Bitter Kola. Get that one very, very clearly to your ear. I am not interested in giving you order. I have never given you order. The forces you have gathered in Ground Zero, you should gather them and fight. We support unity. The same you, when General Efang, the biggest number, the ADF, remember, ADF is the biggest single force with the largest number of units under one command and control. This is just the fact of the matter. When General Efang gave lockdown, you stand and make a video to say that there is no lockdown. And then today, you make a video telling me that you soldiers on the ground have decided that they will not receive order from me. Was I giving orders to you? Who have made you the spokesman of Ground Zero? You are a spokesman of the AMF and all the lost and found soldiers that have joined you in that chat group. That chat group do not speak for all Ambazonians. Now listen and hear my problem. The problem we are talking about when we mention about you people is that just like the IG, when a group of people gather in a small room and voted one person and declared that person as a head of state in Ambazonia, it was wrong and it was predictable that it would bring us only ills. And indeed, where is the people who did that thing today? All of the ones who were good there, where it did not matter whether they were good or not. So if you have gathered and unite all your forces, if it is AMF or is ARF plus AMF, but you decided to call it Ground Zero to mean that it is everybody, when you know very well that it is not everybody in that your group, you speak for AMF and ARF. The Sokadev that participate there does not take order from you. It will never ever take order from you. Their commander-in-chief is Ebenezer Akwanga. So I am not interested in giving you order in the first place. La Republique, they are running around happy with what you have said, that the Ground Zero forces in Ground Zero have said that they will not take order from Capo Daniel. I was never giving orders to everybody. When I give orders, it is for the ADF soldiers and our soldiers who align themselves or participate or listen to sound advice from me. When you give orders, you give it for the forces that are under you, not for all soldiers. Get that in your brain very well. You can cover yourself with the actions of General Transporter, but it will never make you a Sokadefian. It will never make you a genuine fighter that have a political ideology. My advice for you, Bita Kola, that you should not follow the path of Presido. Do not follow the path of Presido. Any soldier on Ground Zero who thinks you can become an activist, who thinks you can do politics, you have made the worst mistake you can ever make. All genuine fighters, when they come together to collaborate and enhance their effectiveness. They don't come together to start making politics. If you declare lockdown, and the ADF do not agree with you, we will not come in the areas where you control and try to stop you from doing what you are doing. When we declare lockdown, we don't force you to enforce that lockdown. But in the spirit of collaboration, we have to be able to reason with one another. When the ADF took a decision for lockdown, you oppose it for what reason? That they did not collaborate with you, they did not consult with you. When you make your own lockdown, did you consult with anybody? No, you definitely did not consult with the ADF. So unite yourself with all your friends and all the lost and found ARF soldiers and fight against La Republique. I support that and I will always support unity. But don't misrepresent yourself. It will not be good for you. Because once you start misrepresenting yourself, people will be correcting you and they will be having the impression that there is infighting, whereas people are simply trying to point out where you have made mistake. So the group Ground Zero commanders and generals, or whatever name you choose to name it, does not represent the leadership of all Ambazonian groups. There are groups that does not belong to that your group. There are generals that do not belong to that your group, and they don't participate in your group. There are some generals who are in your group just to argue with you, because majority of the generals who are there, they don't even buy your idea. As I said, they are lost and found. So, General Bitakola, this is wasting time. I'm wasting my precious time to address you. But listen to me and open your ear very well. If you have any wax in your ear, remove it and listen to me. You are an idiot. You are stupid. Clean your ear very well. Get common sense and logic. And know one thing. We are fighting to free Ambazonia. We are not fighting for power. We are not fighting to dominate. But any force that dominates should be allowed to take precedent. Even when you dominate, you will not have everything right. We need one another. So for you to come out and think that by insulting me, you get traction and get following, it is a foolish thing. That is why I say you are an idiot. That idiot I'm telling you is not an insult. It's just a description of who you are. So soldier, be an atalat and be wise. Focus your energy to fight La Republique. You can never fight Capo Daniel. You will never ever fight Capo Daniel and succeed. As they always talk for ADF. Pikin way they compare Canas with Ipa na Hainia. So get sense. You speak for the AMF and the ARF who have joined you, because not all of them have joined you yet. If all of them join you, fine. All we want is unity. But whenever you see people contradict you, is because you are going out of your way. When you see people were opposing the IG, I know you are not the IG. It was not because they don't like the IG. We love the IG. We love Seseko. We love Yerima. They are all comrades. We are all fighting for one thing. But the reason why people oppose them is every time they come and they say that they are a government and their leader is a head of state, then people will have to come and say, no, you are not a head of state because we did not vote you. Ambazonia did not vote you. It's just you and your friends. Every time they say they are a government, people will have to come and say that, no, you are not a government. You don't have a mandate from the people. The people who gave you the mandate were a group of people, your friends, who did not even constitute the organization that you claim to have gotten your mandate through. So every time you misrepresent yourself, naturally people will speak up against you. And you cannot scare people to be silent. Bitter Kola, you will never succeed. Remember, even without Capo Daniel, there are millions of Ambazonians who will express their mind and they will tell you when you are wrong. Tyranny will never succeed in Ambazonia. It's not in our nature to allow idiots or people who lack common sense and logic to use intimidation, insult, and threats to silence critics. It will never work. It will never ever work. So soldier, be in order, fight the good fight, pick up your weapon and focus against La Republique. Stop trying to have political power when you are not a politician. First of all, you are not competent. Even if they give you the power in Ambazonia, you will not do anything. I guarantee you, I've listened to you speak. You are not competent. Can you in any way even know why you are even fighting? If you don't even know that you don't represent Ambazonia, will you be able to represent Ambazonia properly in your capacity? So be in order. We want unity. No one group can win this war alone. We want collaboration. This your idea that you are talking about unity when you are actually in practice, you are talking of uniformity. Know that it is a common sense that uniformity never works. It's an illusion. Ambazonia is a diverse society. The only way we can fight collectively is to respect one another. Respect the fact that there are other groups that does not be under you, just like we respect the fact that there are some groups that are not ADF. We always respect it. All money plays day. But amongst pairs, there are always ranks. There are always ranks. And the person who can lead Ambazonia is definitely the person who is more consequential, who have taken lead in the major spheres of combat with Cameroon. So I've wasted my time to respond to you, and I hope you pick one or two things from this response. I don't mean to insult you, but know that every Ambazonian is taking a risk in this war, and you are not alone. And the fact that you carry gun will never give you immunity. All of those people who have killed to enforce this lockdown, you open bullet and kill 14 Ambazonians inside a bus. You are not ashamed. And some of you even pick up the phone call and call me. Say, Capo Daniel, yes, we don't kill. You see, because of you, we'll go kill people them. How dull can a person be? You go and murder your own people. Cold blood, lost life of somebody who have the mother have carried for 9 months, deliver the child, they have friends, family. You go and kill them like that, 14, and you think somehow you are doing that to challenge Capo Daniel? First of all, I don't speak to you like an individual. I represent an organization, the biggest for that matter in Ambazonia. So be in order. Be in order. Because army is order. Army is ranks and files. Be in order and focus against La Republique du Cameroon. Let this be the last time I'm going to address you.